welcome back to another video. Today I'm back with another match reaction. This time is finished full time at Deepdale. Preston North End 0, Swansea City 0. Yeah, to be honest, a bit of a disappointing performance on the whole. Only one shot on target. So, very disappointing. We didn't really create too much. Preston was certainly the better side. It depends which way you want to look at it, really. As I said, disappointing, wasn't very exciting to watch. Had a few chances. Yom had that chance from a free kick, but we didn't really create too much, in all honesty. But then I guess you could look at it from another point of view. 2 games under Alan Sheehan, 1 win, 1 draw, unbeaten, no goals conceded, 3 goals scored. So I guess it does depend which way you want to look at it. I think, based off the performance itself, it wasn't very good, but if you think about it in terms of 2 games under Sheehan, 2 games unbeaten, I suppose it's more positive when you look at it like that. But I don't think the performance was great. But we are back at home now. It's going to be a tough test against Middlesbrough on Saturday, but that's a chance now to get another 3 points and hopefully make it 7 points out of our last 9. But yeah, as I said, on the whole, not a very exciting performance. Pretty boring to watch. But another clean sheet, another step away from that relegation battle. So hopefully we can keep pushing as far away from that relegation battle as we possibly can. But yeah, going on to the player ratings then. So Lawrence Vigouroux, I'd have to give him an 8.5. I thought he was excellent, kept us in the game at times. Made a few really good saves, and there was that one bit of miscommunication. I think it might have been Fulton that played the ball back to Key. It was either Fulton or Darlin played the ball back to Key, and Key thought that Kabanga was behind him and thought it was covered, so left the ball. And then one of the Preston players was in one-on-one with Vigouroux, and he stuck a leg out and made a really good save. So I'm going to give Vigouroux an 8.5. Josh Key, I thought he was okay. I'd have to give him a 6.5. Wasn't excellent, but didn't really do too much wrong apart from that mistake I just mentioned. Josh Tyman, I think I'll give him a 7. I thought he was pretty bright, one of our more bright sparks today, which he has been the last few weeks. In all fairness to him, I thought he's been really good. And then the 2 centre halves, Kabanga and Darlin. I thought in all fairness we defended really well, despite not offering too much going forward. I thought defensively we were really strong and solid. So I'll give them both 7.5s. I thought, yeah, solid performance from both Kabanga and Darlin. And yeah, Darlin was pretty much first to every ball in the box, and Kabanga looked pretty calm on the ball as well. So yeah, both of them I'll give 7.5s. And then O'Brien, Franco and Cullen in the midfield. O'Brien was pretty good, carrying the ball forward as usually does, so I'll give him a 7. And Carlo Franco, I'll give him a 7.5. He carried the ball forward as well. Had a decent chance towards the end of the game to score. But yeah, I'll give him a 7.5. And then Cullen, I'll give him a 7. I thought he was okay. Didn't really do too much, of note, but what wasn't very wasn't poor at all by any means. So I'll give him a 7. Peter Harris and Ronald on the wings. Then I thought they both struggled to get into the game really. I have to give Ronald a 6. Yeah, I don't think he really did too much, if I'm honest. Peter Harris, I'll have to give him a 5. That's only because obviously he didn't have too much time to impact the game. He came off around the 40th minute because he picked up a knock. So yeah, I'll have to give him a 5. And Zan Vapotnik, I'll have to give a 5 as well. I thought he struggled to get involved in the game. mainly lack of service, but I thought he struggled to get involved in the game, so I'll give him a 5. The subs then. First we brought on Eom. I thought he was actually really bright. The only thing with Eom, he holds onto the ball for a bit too long and he's a bit too slow with it. But he did have that that free kick which nearly went in, which would have been his first goal for the club. So I'm gonna have to give him 7.5. I thought he was really bright. Fulton, I thought he was okay when he came on. I'll give him a 6. Bianchini, I'll give him a 5. Didn't really do too much, to be honest. And then Ollie Cooper, I'll give a 5 as well, because didn't have too much time to make an impact on the game. Obviously he came on towards the end, so I'll give him a 5. And then going on to Alan Sheehan then, I think I'd give him a 7, to be honest. Obviously it wasn't the most exciting game to watch, but defensively really strong. It's another point, another clean sheet, still no goals conceded under Sheehan in 2 games. So I think it is positive when you look at it like that. And it wasn't the worst performance in the world. Don't get me wrong, it was pretty boring to watch, but it wasn't dreadful performance really, was it, thinking about it? But it's just a shame we couldn't create a bit more going forward. But yeah, I think I'll give Alan Sheehan a 7. Yeah, I think he was a pretty steady performance. So yeah, I'll give him a 7. And then a man of the match then, I'm going to have to give it to Lawrence Vigouroux. I thought he kept us in the game at times and he was terrific like he usually is. So I'm going to give that to Lawrence Vigouroux. But yeah, once again, a massive thanks for watching this. I will be back on Friday night for my match preview ahead of Middlesbrough at home. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.